Good evening, folks. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes of quiet and privacy. That's all that could be afforded. And it was reluctantly given to me by locking myself out in the garage. With the kids, the family, job, life, there's very little time. Very little time for a moment alone. And today's thought was not only, well, it's growing in multiple directions. It's important for us to grow in as many directions as we possibly can. I'm a jack of all trades and a master of none, and I love that title. I do think that a person should master a particular trade, craft, job, something in their life, so they can be proud of. Something when a group of people comes up with, they can say, oh yeah, I'm a master this or a master that. I would like to think of myself as a master carpenter one day. I suppose some people in my shoes may already, but I'm humble, and I was thinking that the people who say, often people who've had children who've grown up, will tell you, enjoy them, enjoy it while they're here, because before you know it, they're grown and they're out of the house. And that's so true, but when you're amidst all the noise, the chaos, it's easier said than done. On the other hand, when you do have kids running around in a family and you have a friend that maybe that's single and they're complaining, saying, well, I wish I had a family, I think people are a lot who have a family may be more prone to say, yeah, family's awesome, but you should enjoy where you're at right now. You know, it seems like we're always yearning for the next thing, or I don't know, maybe separating ourselves from what we are now, and embracing the moment, so to speak. I went out to my garden when I got home from work today and I picked some strawberries. And this particular strawberry I picked right here, I'll see how well you can see that. It's one strawberry, but it has grown as two strawberries. And it got me thinking, how can I turn this into a video idea? What can I utilize for this? My first thought was dualism, but I don't really follow all these different certain philosophies on dualism and everything. It's just my main trying to figure out how to put this, but I guess my main purpose here would be to say that in my eyes, by seeing these two strawberries growing out of one, it's shown a yearning for this berry to be in two places at one time. And the end result is a bigger berry, but still one berry. When I compare that to, let's say, learning trades, crafts, careers, you could say that, I guess, if a person pushes themselves in enough directions, a lot of people say, you like to say you're spreading yourself too thin, or you gotta stick with it, stick with one thing. And I don't see it as spreading yourself thin. I see it as one and one make three. You know, the more things you know, the more you can combine that knowledge to better improve upon your discussions in your daily life and your dealings with people and with life in general and how you process. For example, if a bad situation occurs, let's say you get in an accident and you hurt yourself. There's more than one angle that you need to know about how to. One person may be really good at positive thinking, and they could think their way, by thinking their way around worrying about it by saying, "Oh well," and being content with it. Another person may be really good at healing, but they may have a bad or they may be good with medicine, let's say, but they just have a really bad attitude about the ailment. The person who can combine the medicine and the positive thinking is going to be threefold happier, if that makes sense. But so when you know multiple facets of a situation, then you can handle yourself a lot better, and I think that you become more of a complete person. As a carpenter, I was discussing this with the guy I work with today, and he was talking about being kind of a tradesman, a master of trades, but not. I'm not a master of all trades, but I know. I should say I know a little bit of every trade, but I don't know any one in completion. Products are consistently changing. For a person who switches out windows every single day for a living, they know all the window products, all the flashing, and all the moldings and everything. For a person who does nothing but base molding and crown molding, they know all the different profiles for that. Person that does cabinets, they know how to do the cabinets. But knowing all of them, makes you more of a rounded person. So splitting yourself up into multiple directions is, I think, the better way to go. If you want to have a well-rounded idea of who you are. Now then again, I realize that not everyone has that ability to really become that kind of person who has multiple trades, multiple passions. And I respect that and I understand it. There's certain people that are just here on earth and they're good at doing what they do and they're happy with the life they live. This is your average person who works 9 to 5, gets a job when they're 16 and works it until they retire. And it's just a normal, everyday job, just like any other one. But I don't know. I think that each person fits a little niche within this world. And when all of our trades come together in the same way that multiple trades come together to a person to make them better, I think when multiple people are working in conjunction, that each have something to contribute to the situation, it makes for a much better and fuller understanding of the situation at hand. But the trick is to listen to one another. So, hope we can start with listening to one another. But until then, I guess we're just forced to think for ourselves.